Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. I hope you're doing really well. We are back with the second episode of the Shooty and Millie new Doctor Who, and it has been a slightly strange but fun and wild ride. We are back with a very eerie episode. It's music of the Beatles, and all music, I think, has been removed. If you want to see the full uncut reactions to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a live stream as well. Hello guys, Editor Marty here. Once I've reacted, reviewed and seen the behind the scenes, I'm going to be doing a little piece to camera about William Russell. It's something I recorded from the day he passed away. I hope you guys can join me for that. I have tried to structure this video as best as possible. Anyway, back to the video. But yes, without further ado, let's watch Doctor Who, The Devil's Chord.
First we have a note, then we have a tune. All that rage, out of which something beautiful. Am I boring you, Henry?
It's just a bit stuffy. Can't you play something more exciting, sir?
Like the Beatles.
Devil's Chord.
Tell me more, sir.
Banned by the church in medieval times in case it allows the devil to enter the room.
Jinkx goes, hi.
Makes you shiver, doesn't it? Technically it's known as a tritone.
Yeah, I've never heard of the Devil's Chord before.
Oh, goodness me. What?
Oh, that's so creepy. This is Doctor Who. This. Yes! What an intro!
Henry, get away from him.
Them.
What?
Me.
What?
Why did he immediately say he looks more like a woman anyway?
Nice to see you again, kiddo.
You know each other.
That's my daddy. You didn't look at my name, sir.
Of course I did. It's Henry.
Harbinger.
The Harbinger of Doom.
Think of him as my prelude. And now his song is sung.
Oh,
My notation
this
is
is creepy. I love it.
Maestro.
But what are you?
Master.
Music.
I love Jinkx.
Mr. Timothy Drake, you're a genius.
Don't be ridiculous.
You're the greatest composer who ever lived.
Is Timothy Drake a real composer?
It's so sad! You never got that break.
Nobody ever understood me.
Melodies stifled.
I thought the doors on the right were the TARDIS at first.
All those songs you never sang, they sit there still.
The outfit is amazing.
Wrapped so tight.
Like the chords.
Would you like me to set them free?
I'd love that, yes.
Music Maestro!
Music! Just get Peter Dix in her. See, this is amazing. I love this. Okay, that was a little bit. That was good. I like that. Bit of a Looney Tunes thing there.
Now.
Fourth wall break. Hello. What? Oh, that was so cool. Also, how does Jinkx know the Doctor Who theme? It's non-diegetic sound. Or is it diegetic sound? Where they can't hear it, the characters can't hear the tune. Oh. Wait, does that mean that Ruby knows the Doctor Who
I
theme?
want to see
I love that though.
the Beatles recording their very first album.
Seriously.
Yeah. Was it the Abbey Road album, the first one?
She had a girlfriend, Claire. She had all the Beatles albums. She had Revolver, the White Album. So yeah, if I could go anywhere.
I think I would see the Beatles. Probably not the first thing to see.
Amazing!
Oh, right it!
That's where that clip's from.
Always in the Titanic! Or Mars! But the Beatles!
February 11th, 1963.
I am in love with the new TARDIS, by the way. The look of it.
Oh, wait. If we're in the 60s,
Look at him.
what about my clothes?
Yeah, you got to change that.
Good thinking.
Also, the Doctor's shirt is very 50s. The big lapels.
I want to be high!
50s, 70s. Oh, yes! That transition. Okay, this is my favourite of the two. And they look amazing. They fit right in.
1963?
And there's that road. The non-Abbey Road that I mentioned about.
It's like the album cover! Oh, look at the cars!
Look at the beetle. Yeah. The beetle and the van.
Abbey Road Studios!
So that is meant to be Abbey Road. If you see my trailer thing, you'll know.
Not called Abbey Road yet. Right now,
EMI.
the EMI Recording Studios.
That was the replacement for that. Because the real one looks nothing like that.
What, they ask who we are?
Hello.
Janet said we could take over. Thank you. Yeah, there's always a Janet.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Get a strong one, 2 sugars.
Don't they think they look very smart?
I'm all right for now. Maybe something stronger later on. What do you think, John?
Now you're talking, Paul, lad.
Love it. They've got the voices.
You keep playing like that, we'll all have a good kip.
Not quite the look. And as much as that is a little bit annoying, it's not the end of the world.
Roll to record.
I've got a dog, he's called Fred. My dog is alive, he's not dead.
What?
I love my dog, he's
What's exactly? What's this?
my dog, my dog, my dog.
From their brand new single, it's The Beatles with I've Got a Dog.
Fantastic. That was the Beatles.
Here I am now with the Beatles.
I'm gonna buy me a dog. A dog.
Going from the second chorus. Good luck, Silla. 3, 2, 1.
We are not three.
Chewy's face.
Oh, Silla.
And roll to record, please.
What? This is like the... What the hell is... Wait, is this because of the music was taken out of that guy?
Everything's gone dull.
The music's been taken out of them as well?
No one taps their feet.
Music isn't like you can't lose it or steal it.
Or you can, apparently.
Blow through the trees.
It's called Aeolian tones.
Wasn't the Aeolian tones the thing that they said about the 2 tower things with Capaldi?
Nobody really understands where the music comes from.
The whole human race is taking a different path. You take John Lennon, I'll take Paul McCartney, find out.
Such a way she's loving that. Okay.
2 cups of tea, my darlings.
That is daylight robbery.
Margaret Lockwood in The Wicked Lady.
Wait,
Statuesque.
it's Susan again.
Don't come back until you've had a very good idea.
Can you do Gaudete?
Signing off. 56, 56, 22.
Could I just have a word? You are writing songs for the band.
They're not very good, are they?
Oh, no.
That's great, lad. That's how it should be.
I'm not gonna lie, has anybody seen the comedian Limmy? Looks like Limmy with a wig.
Don't get it. What we're doing here today is the last gasp. I can make a bit of money out of cheap old rhymes.
What?
It's embarrassing, singing.
So this is the end of the road for the Beatles.
We need you.
What for? I'm not good at anything.
For all of your music.
There must be better songs. Songs that lift you, make you soar.
He's like, oh yes, Baba Black Sheep.
I just want to go home, forget this life, just have me tea and go to bed with a woman of my own. And why do I wake up crying?
Late at night, I get this thought.
Yeah, I feel like they should get Paul McCartney in this as like a special guest.
A single note, second and a third, and you put them together, and it feels like the most holy thing on this earth. Like
a musical riff.
Then an E, and a G maybe twice.
Oh, is it going to be the Devil's Chord?
And if you put words to it, words right from your heart. I love you.
Hey. Oh. Do you know, this reminds me a little bit of Life on Mars. I think it's the cafe as well. It reminds me of it. That's a very overused sound effect.
You know who you are with your ideas, pal? You are disgusting.
But he's filtering that musical vibe back into them.
What the hell was that?
I want that installed on the rooftop.
Easy, boys. Don't hit the wall.
That's a really nice shot.
Without music, no one dances anymore. I mean, can you dance without music?
I mean, you can.
You can, but not really.
There are no more love songs.
There's no more love songs.
What would the world do without love songs?
Oh, London town!
London.
I live over there. I'm there right now. In the past, right now, I live in a place called Totters Lane. 1963, I parked the TARDIS in a junkyard.
Yes! Oh my god!
And I lived there with my granddaughter, Susan.
Oh my god! I love that they're mentioning that.
You're what?
My granddaughter.
Susan.
When they've mentioned the granddaughter and everything.
Could go and have a look. Timelines.
You've got children.
I did have. I will have. Time Lords get a bit...
Timey-wimey. Oh, please go back and see her.
Where is she?
I don't know. Time Lords were murdered. Great big cellular explosion. Maybe it killed her too.
It's one of the first times I've heard them properly do a full mention to where they were from and Susan, or granddaughter, but...
I'll have you whistling by sundown.
Can't bear whistling, Doc. All those horrible tunes. No thanks.
No, come on. You gotta have a tune. I suppose if you play a tune. Jinkx comes back to life.
I'm not that good.
You are.
Ruby Sunday, you are the only music in the world. Let's see what happens if you bring music back.
Colour grading is gorgeous.
I wrote this for my friend Trudy when a girl broke her heart.
Judy Scrumptious. Have I ever heard that tune before? Oh, it just looks so good. This is where the Coronation Street theme comes in. Oh, everyone's hearing the music again. What is that gorgeous sound? Oh, that's that was the lady I've seen pictures of. Was this a Beatles song? Ruby's theme from Doctor Who. Right, okay. It's beautiful music. What did you do, Ruby? Wait, it's the laugh that I said sounded like David Tennant.
You called.
What an intro of that.
That was the giggle.
Coming out of it. Love it. Yeah, it was the giggle thing. Neil Patrick Harris.
You never hide!
I can't fight this.
Yeah, she's playing her own theme. But how does she know the theme? And it's also referencing back to the specials. This is so interesting. Probably one of the best villains we've had in a long time. Neil Patrick Harris's character was incredibly good as well. There was a note a second ago that reminded me of old Murray Gold. That sound.
I heard music.
Is mine!
Not all music. Are they going to play? What, removing all sound? Looks so cool. Wait, removed all of the program sound. It's like he affected the show itself. Can't hear a thing. That's so cool.
Sound and vision.
So effective. Oh no, it's reinvigorated her love of music. I love this bit of music. Claire de Lune, I think. Oh, out of her. That's so cool! Oh no, poor lady.
You're scaring me now.
That thing must be part of the Pantheon.
Must be part of the Pantheon.
Oh, Ruby, there are vast powers.
Was that an old Doctor Who thing?
I told you when we first met, I said the Toymaker. And defeating him, it ripped me in half.
Quite literally.
It tore my soul in half. I can't survive that again.
Gets David Tennant back to help him combat and then come back together. Although RTD did say that he won't come back.
Toymaker said, he warned me. He said, my legions are coming.
Yes, he did, yeah. Right at the end.
With the Sonic, that worked, didn't it?
Once, that's all you get with the gods.
Okay, so what do we do?
I don't know.
But you always know.
I don't. The last time I got lucky. But this thing, stealing music, I mean, how...
The power of these creatures is so vast. The whole world could slide into the pit.
The world did not end in 1963.
No, it didn't.
No, but it didn't. Okay, I'm living...
The history can change. Something changed.
Music exists.
Come with me.
Not anymore, apparently. At least they've still kept the old TARDIS door sound effects as well.
So when is it for you back home? What time are you? June 2024?
Yeah, I think so, June.
I love how much fun they have breaking the fourth wall. I know, there's a lot of that fourth wall breaking.
What, have we done it? Are we back?
2024. Brought you home.
What's he thinking about? Oh, this is it. I still have to say, this shot they stole from artwork. I'd mentioned it in my trailer thing. It was from a video game many years ago, and it's almost identical to the piece of artwork.
This is what we're trying to stop.
But this isn't real.
No, it's real.
It's just like a parallel universe.
This is your time, if Maestro isn't stopped.
How would that have done that with lack of music?
Where's
The
my
whole
mum?
world to ruin. Everyone's dead.
I think without music,
Bless her.
The human race goes sour.
Turns against each other.
Expressing a broken heart, they go to war without even knowing why.
Then how am I still alive?
Because of the TARDIS, maybe?
Because of me.
Oh. They've done an incredible job on there's the Maestro. Oh, what? Outfit's awesome. Is this the bit where we're going to see the TARDIS shot in the trailer? It looked like the TARDIS light was going out.
That was you in 63, wasn't it? One time to another, like the Lord Temporal, who trapped my father, bound him in salt.
Child of the Toymaker.
Oh.
I should thank you, Doctor.
They're the child of the Toymaker.
Daddy was so bad.
Oh, so good.
Daddy was so mean. Daddy me.
If he was a living game, you are the essence of music itself.
You've destroyed the world. Music is gone.
Not gone!
Just out of existence? Or just silenced?
The sound of a nuclear winter. Purest music of all.
Sadistic.
Aeolian tones.
Oh, yes.
Steal the music of the sphere. The universe will stop turning. Aeolian tones across the whole of creation.
Absolutely crazy.
With all of life extinguished.
I'm going solo.
How did you enter this world?
That would be telling, babe.
Through the power of music.
Be telling, babe.
No! Babes, your father established the rules of fair play. One thing that he would never do is cheat.
But they would.
A genius who found the lost chord.
That man
A different combination of notes would banish you.
that we saw before.
I said genius. And you might be bright and hot.
And hot.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. And she's playing the Doctor Who theme as well.
Every atom hums, and anything that plays it.
How is she able to... How is she able to affect the TARDIS?
Controlling the TARDIS!
This is amazing. Probably one of the best I've seen in a while, actually.
Take us back to 1963!
Uh-oh. You can't take them back like that now, though.
Where's Maestro?
Composing. And the next tune might be deadly. I'm sorry.
Can you not get out of there? What's that? The TARDIS or Ruby?
Did you break it?
No, that's something else.
Hariyama!
Oh, the Murray Gold soundtrack. I missed Murray Gold.
If we can record the right tune on the Sonic, we can use this as a weapon.
Right.
Yeah? No.
Oh, okay.
We need to buy notes of banishment on Lennon's guitar.
Oh, that would be fantastic for tunes if you can play.
No offense, just a musical genius.
Sometimes genius is just hard work.
It doesn't sound good.
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, 66 billion.
Well, where is everybody? Where are the Beatles?
Can you hear that?
Oh, the music is with her, but not... Wait. But that's music in the show, isn't it?
I thought that was non-diegetic.
That's what I've been saying. Non-diegetic. How does Jinkx know the Doctor Who theme? It's a non-diegetic sound. That's amazing. Definitely by far the best episode. Put Ruby down. Oh, she's looking more like extremely evil. She can affect the Sonic as well.
By me! Leave her alone!
Ruby's looking more like Doc Ock at the moment from Spider-Man.
He's the only human left with music in her heart!
But the Doctor has music in his heart as well.
Songs for heartbroken lesbians.
Let me go!
Oh, she's so good, that neck thing. So good.
Maestro, I am asking you just...
Wow. It's like a siren call.
That's wrong.
What do you mean?
There's a hidden song deep inside our soul. What is it?
It's Carol of the Bells. The song that was playing at Christmas at the beginning of Ruby Road. Cheshire Ruby Road.
Music that was playing the night that she was born.
Yes, there you go. Or the night that we saw her anyway.
Have so much power and power like him.
Like who?
The oldest one? On the night of her birth. He can't have been there.
Who was there?
Enough.
No, careful. Behind you.
This creature is very wrong.
She talks like she's travelled with him for a while. Yeah, I was thinking similar. I thought maybe there's just a gap in between.
This is the famous Abbey Road piano.
Yeah, like a time jump type thing, yeah.
They call it the Mrs. Mills piano that the Beatles will play on their greatest hits, Penny Lane.
Penny Lane.
Potential to send you back to hell.
Oh, that sounded creepy.
Music battle.
Reverse sound effects and everything. I love that. Filmmaking wise, this is perfection in little ways. The fact that the music notes are coming alive. So good. Reminds me a little bit of... Yes, the play off of each other. It's called something in music. Is it the call and the answer or something? Yeah. So has he found the note?
Do it!
Do it!
Do it! Are you enough of a genius?
Oh, I would never call myself that, Maestro.
But he is the doctor.
But I have lived, and I have loved, and I can only smile like this because I have lost.
I was going to say lost as well, a lot.
And if that's where music comes from, I can find the chord to banish you.
This is magical, this episode. It's effectively ripping out her life and soul.
One more. Just one more.
Get it right.
One more.
He's going to get it wrong, isn't he? Oh, no, that was wrong, I think. Yeah.
No!
That was evil. This reminds me of... I'm not a huge Marvel fan, but it reminds me of Doctor Strange, the musical notes from that. This is my favourite kind of Doctor Who. Weird, eerie, creepy,
Harping on!
deadly and creative. Very creative. Are they okay? No. No! Please tell me they can get Ruby back. Who's that? Yeah. Come on, find your music. Find it. Oh, is that the drum when you see in the trailer someone's trying to come out of it? And I said it was one of the Beatles being reborn.
I just want to go home.
We need you.
Bring life back into this. Bring life back into music. Dance Macabre. I was thinking Jonathan Creek in my head. Bam. That. Dum, 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 dum.
And it feels like the most holy thing on this earth.
That was the note. Dun, 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 dun. They're back. Bye, Jinkx. I thought there was meant to be like a musical part to this.
One who waits is almost here!
What? Who is the one who waits? Is it Susan? Is it Rory, like I thought previously? Yeah, I thought it was meant to be a musical number. There's only 6 minutes left, so...
Everywhere!
All the music's back. So maybe this is... yeah. Chris Waits. The one who waits, maybe?
He started his career as Chris Waits in the Carolers, didn't he, Susan?
Maybe. I'm just looking into that too much with the name.
All my adventures, there's always a twist at the end.
Yeah. There's the fourth wall break. Yes.
There's always a twist.
Twist down. This is more like... I wish... Could we not have had more of this throughout the episode? Yay! I love musicals as well, so this is... Look and see if we're missing anything in the background. Hidden details. Was that Murray Gold? That's just a poor piano player. I'm just saying it's Murray. But... if that was Murray, that's brilliant. Come on, show the other shot. That one. I love that. Getting to sing and dance with Cilla Black. It was Murray. Ah, bloody love it. He got a little cameo in there as well. It was a musical episode, so. Also, always a twist. Susan Twist. I mean, Susan Twist, isn't that her real name, though? The actor's real name, I think. So that wouldn't work. It's that one again, that kid again. Brilliant. Kind of would have loved to have seen them film this. It would have been so fun. Oh, definitely the best. My favourite episode. Musical? Musical Crossroad? This is brilliant. So magical. Damn. I didn't do it in time with the thing. Even the TARDIS took part. Best episode by far. I'm looking forward to this season. Do you think all crossings are musical now, like Mavity? Maybe that'd be absolute hell, but maybe. That is by far my favourite episode. That beats, because I liked the giggle. That was my favourite of the specials, and I think that one. Well, I don't know with the creepy puppets, but I think that one outdoes in many ways. I think that outdoes the special, the giggle. I think that outdoes the giggle. It's definitely outdoes Space Babies. No offense. Yeah, this definitely does that. I think Space Babies was very much Wild Blue Yonder. Those two were very similar to each other. Completely different, obviously, but they remind me a lot. And then the giggle, the bigger episode afterwards. And I think I know why they do it. Is so that they have almost not a filler, but like they let the writers focus more on the more amazing stuff that's coming next. And you have it sort of like it goes amazing, not so amazing, amazing, not so amazing. And obviously with the specials, you had an amazing one, not so amazing, amazing. But I don't know why they started with Space Babies with this. Technically started with Ruby Road, I suppose. Yeah, I think it was meant to have started with Ruby Road. So good, bad, well, not bad, but good, not so good, and amazing. Can't put it into words. It's insanely good. Everything from, like you were saying, the Dutch angles, just the camera work on that, the little additional things in there, like the removing the music, the mention of diegetic and non-diegetic music, which I previously mentioned in the episode, and I've said it quite a lot in things where I've gone, wait, I thought that was in the show. I thought that was, I've said the same thing. I thought it was diegetic or non-diegetic. I said that when we were watching Sunset Boulevard. There was a scene that I said that in, and something else that I've seen recently. Grander again on the rewatch. Yeah. I can imagine. So I'm going to rewatch that. Obviously, I'm going to be rewatching it a billion times during edit anyway. Would be funnier if we went from no music at all to people now can't stop singing. Oh my God, imagine in the middle of one of the episodes and then just start breaking out in song. I kind of like that, and that then they have to fix it. Maybe do it at the beginning of the next one where they have to fix the musical crossings and everybody in a musical feel. Because if things are stuck, like Mavity stuck, like you said, even the musical stuff's going to stick. You think somebody would want to give music rights for something to Doctor Who? It's an icon, just like the Beatles are. Exactly. I suppose it is very expensive. And I was going to say, I don't think Disney would want to pay the rights for the Beatles music, but just today, and the other day I saw it as well, but just today, I saw the trailer, came up on YouTube to advertise that on Disney Plus, the Beatles film is on there. It's one of the documentaries that's on there anyway. And I'm like, well, they can afford that, so could they not have just given us Penny Lane or Let It Be or something? I don't know, something. But it shows that it was a very good episode. Didn't need any of that stuff to make it good. But going into it, I thought the Beatles would be more pivotal to the episode. I did as well. And the music rights would be way too expensive. Yeah, they would be far too expensive. But just one in there. I can see that they're putting a lot of effort into it. Now, I wasn't sure with Space Babies. I felt like that was a little bit of a letdown, especially for a first episode back. And for many, that was the first introduction, and that they hadn't seen the Christmas episode. I think if many people are going to watch this as a new series because of the whole... This is the thing. Space Babies was episode 1. The Christmas special was the Christmas special. That wasn't part of this season. But yet, if they were trying to get people hooked I don't think Space Babies is a good one to get hooked on. I bet there's something in Babies that ends up being important in the finale. Most probably. That's what Russell does. Yeah, it'll be that shot of Ruby, the body display thing on the screen behind. It'll be that'll keep coming back up. It'll keep cropping back up into episodes. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to watch the behind the scenes of The Devil's Chord and yeah, find out how it was made and some of the info from behind the scenes.
Episode 2 is...
I love the laugh. We heard, obviously, that it was the Neil Patrick Harris laugh, but I kept thinking it was the David Tennant laugh. They sound similar. It just sounds like David Tennant. Obviously not that one. That was Jinkx Monsoon, but...
The story is good in which the Doctor's out of his depth, and the wheels come off on this one.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited.
And Ruby was fantastic.
Like no other episode of this show that I'd ever seen, so it made me think I have to.
Or Millie, I should say, not Ruby.
Maestro was a powerful force to be reckoned.
Yeah, I love the little green screen in there. Just it looks like it was done so much better than just a bit of flimsy green screen in the background. But nope, it was just green screen.
My entire actor fantasy checklist checked off in one episode.
Wait, so the hair is so much brighter in real life because of the grading it.
Checklist checked off.
Look at that. How wild is that colour? That was a nice little shot thing there.
1963?
The 60s.
Oh no!
Sorry, it's just so funny to me seeing that. Just that going from a Doctor Who shot to the pulling back the camera equipment.
It's the Devil's Chord, and this is central Cardiff that we have turned into Abbey Road.
We found a street in Cardiff that looked reasonably good. Sourced some...
It didn't just look good. It looked amazing for the setting and for it being Abbey Road. It looks so much like Abbey Road, to me anyway. After then... looking at the actual Abbey Road, doesn't quite as much, but it looks like how I imagine the cover. That probably doesn't make any sense, but it feels like Abbey Road to me. It looks like it.
Vehicles that match the ones in the picture, and then at some point that street becomes a digital matte painting. So,
I did wonder that because it tapers off in such a way in the original street, and there's like shops and trees. These bits here, all of this stuff is at the end, and I said in the original chat when I did my trailer reaction, I spoke about the way they done the road, and I said I wonder if they've done a digital replacement for the end of the street. But I removed that out of that edit. I thought this church here was the church from Father's Day, the episode, because if you look at the street around it, not specifically here, but if you look at the street on Google Maps, it looks, and I mention this and show it in the trailer reaction as well, reminds me of it, not specifically very closely, but a lot of it reminds me of it. And the real location they used for the church in Father's Day was about 45 to 48 minutes away, apparently, from this location.
Put a big blue screen all the way across the street, so the deep background is the visual effect.
We're going to see it change. Yeah.
Oh,
brilliant.
We had to paint out the yellow lines and then paint in the black lines. There are angles in those scenes where if you pan the camera just ever so slightly to the left, the whole thing falls apart and you see all the modern...
Yeah, you see everything modern.
So we had to say, we will see that building, we won't see that building.
Seeing the set on Google Maps, like seeing the street as it was, I could see the vision behind what they were doing with it, and they've done impeccably well to make it like Abbey Road. But I can't imagine the stress of not having the camera turn one way ever so slightly just because something's too modern.
So we locked off all these roads, and we had this one day to do all the stuff that takes place on Abbey Road.
That day was one of our worst, most rainy days.
It doesn't look it at all. It looks so sunny. And also they have the scene near the end where you see the sunlight coming from behind them, and they're going over the musical keyboard, which is the crosswalk, obviously.
We left the last scene to the very end of the day because our DOP wanted to be sunset. It was Wales at its finest. The gutters were overflowing. Everyone was...
As per usual.
We were staying there in the pouring rain thinking, what the hell are we going to do?
It looks beautiful, though, that sunset shot at the end. The shot I didn't realise was sunset. It was so lovely. By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear the buttons on my thing banging against the table.
Just hang on a minute. 3 scenes ago, they were dancing in the rain. What if they just keep their umbrellas and then we stage that scene in the rain?
Oh, yeah.
Had no choice.
Me and Shoots were watching the scene from Big when they play the piano in the store.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of, was Big. Yeah,
I don't think Richard did it as well, but it just sort of makes you think, God, I'm on Doctor Who.
So that was what they were doing in the episode itself. I didn't even clock that they were doing similar to the big thing in the episode. The people on the stream must have got absolutely fed up.
This episode expecting the Beatles in 1963, but we start in 1925. And if you know your Doctor Who, that'll
Oh, yes.
ring a little bell with the Toymaker around in 1925.
I forgot that was when the Toymaker came about.
It's called the Devil's Chord. Does that sound exciting?
When you hear the words the Devil's Chord, you just think there's a Doctor Who title.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They say it was banned by the church in the Middle Ages. That might not be true, but that's kind of the legend the Devil's Chord is accrued.
Yes, that was me thinking it was a real thing, but I wasn't sure. This was honestly one of the best intros to a character. Brilliant.
The first scene of the episode. If someone wants to just lift that up for me, I'm going in.
Just it bangs shut, and then you hear just knocking on the piano itself.
Best job in the world. And now his song is sung.
Oh, look at that! The way that's how they filmed it. I did wonder how because I thought they do something else other than have someone just drop the clothes onto the floor. So good.
It feels very Faustian. That's the right use of Faustian.
We needed two pianos.
Go ahead there.
In the earlier versions of the script, there were more complicated, more visual effects heavy versions of Maestro getting born. But in the end, once we'd met Jinkx, she was so wonderful that we really wanted to just look at.
So expressive.
Luckily, I have quite a bit of music training. Then I asked for a baton. You don't call someone Maestro and not give them a baton.
Wait, so the baton was part of what she put in place? I thought that was just in the script. That's so cool. She made that up.
Gentleman who plays Timothy, he had a sort of family connection to Doctor Who, which Russell was delighted to find out.
My dad wrote the incidental music for several stories during the 1980s, so...
Hey, amazing.
Tom Baker, one Colin Baker, and lots of Peter Davisons.
Wow.
I was very excited. I've been a Doctor Who fan all my life.
Oh, I know it gets to be in it. What did you say there? Sorry, I missed that.
Properly, card carrying. It's pre-titles. So I'm done and dusted before even the dum-de-dum starts.
Dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum. Ooh. But when Maestro is going to die, the whole makeup looks very drawn out, like very tired and worn. See, I wasn't a huge fan of this outfit. I don't think that worked well for her. I liked the other one. The first outfit was the best, I think. Looks like the Toymaker's red uniform too. This one, yes, it does. It is very Toymaker-esque. And I suppose she is meant to be, I believe, I was going to say the piano jacket, loved that. That is such a good villain outfit. When they released the imagery with that, it looks superb. That one there, I mean, the dress itself, like you were saying, the dress does look beautiful, but I think it's the orange hair with the very brash makeup, the very colourful tones of the makeup just don't work well with the dress. If it was different, maybe darker hair, maybe red hair, like ruby red hair, ruby, that might have worked really well with it. I can't see what colour of the lipstick is. If that's red, then maybe, match the hair with the lip colour. But again, I'm not a fashion person. I know nothing about fashion.
The idea was non-binary character. We've had them in a male outfit. Let's have a dress in there.
She had them in a male outfit? It does clash a bit, yeah. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm colourblind, so every colour clashes for me. I think they look wonderful, but then most people go, oh God. Oh no, they clash a bit. On the whole thing she said about with the male outfit and then the female outfit, I in no way thought that the piano outfit looked like a male outfit. I just thought it looked like a cool dress. None of that to me screamed, this is a male outfit.
And the final outfit was a kind of nod to the Toymaker.
Oh, there we go. Nod to the Toymaker.
Trying to do in Doctor Who since 2005. Finally, it was a chance for Ruby to say, well, the Earth can't be destroyed in 1963.
Oh.
From 2024. And the Doctor takes her to the present day.
I don't live in London, but I remember Shoots was like, oh my gosh, it's my home.
You remember I said about the background? It should come up with the image, that exact image. That's the one. Look at that. This is what I was trying to say before. This image is not Doctor Who. But as soon as I saw that shot in the trailer, I went, that's that wallpaper I used years ago. Which is actually the first instance. This is why I had to look up. I was researching it all for the trailer. The first instance online that this image was used in was for a video game called something London. and I don't remember exactly what it was. See, they are the same shot pretty much. They're not. There's massive differences in them, but they are very, very similar. I know there's another building over here, and there's not on this one. But yeah, you're probably fed up of me explaining this by now. So I wondered if they took inspiration from it. Obviously, this bit's different to this bit here, so it's not entirely the same. But it feels like they saw that years ago and went, I love that shot. I mean, look at even the angles of the light coming through the clouds are pretty much the same. So I think they took massive inspiration from this. Defo pinched. This is what I'm saying. It's definitely stolen from that. They definitely looked at it and gone, that's an awesome image. Let's recreate that. They remade it from scratch and changed bits of it, but it's definitely the same style. They probably got permission from it, but it's just when I saw it, I went, that looks just like a wallpaper I used years ago. Because I did.
The transitions in and out of that scene.
Oh, I've just seen a mistake. It's to do with the green screen they're using. Look at the edge of the TARDIS up here. From what I can see, I might be wrong, I'm colourblind, bear in mind. I think the edge of this is getting lost because of the green screen here is reflecting on here as almost a reflection. Watch in a second. When the leg comes into shot more, this bit of the TARDIS here just fades back into shot, this very edge. Just there. It's not a mistake. It's just the effects aren't too great on with the green screen thing, but just there, fades back in.
Suddenly you go,
look at that, so good.
And the ash that's been falling turns into ticker tapes.
Thanks. I was looking at that bit of the image at the time when I saw it, and I saw something move and go funny. The one thing I was going to say about this bit here is they look so shocked about it, but they know about this already because they've just seen this. I was watching it going, so why are they so shocked?
Sorry. Harping on.
How did I miss that in the episode? I must have said something at the time. The harping on joke, that's such a good pun. I love it.
A new thing for me on this episode was...
Well, that's how they did it.
Large objects, I'd never done that.
They were real. The notes, for the most part, were real.
So the puppeteers and I thought quite a lot about how best to do that. We tried a few different techniques.
It's quite complicated to get a piano to spin round 3 times and then bash through a door.
People in green screen outfits. I did not think that they used people in green screen outfits for it, and they used wire. For me personally, I thought they'd use like remote control for the piano to turn and stuff. Camera trickery or something, I don't know.
You need to shoot as much real stuff as you can and then use digital tools to enhance and refine what you've done on set.
And physical stuff needs more. And probably if there's a lot of camera movement, they use a lot of robotic camera movements they're memorized in the computer, within the camera itself, and then they can do the shot over and over again. So they can have people moving, have the camera moving, and have people in green screens, then do the exact same shot again. The reason they need to do it twice, I know you know this probably, but they need to do it twice so they can get the raw plate of footage to put behind the person where they were, because otherwise you're matching up footage that doesn't match up.
The same applies with the sequence where the Doctor would get eaten by the instrument.
This scene is so beautifully done.
So he shot it tight enough so he didn't see the floor.
In the show, it looks so good. Impressive practical visual effects. It really is.
So we shot him getting pulled across the floor.
Yeah, I did not notice.
We made a little tiny ramp as if he's going into the drum. And what they do, they're putting the drum in on post so it looks like it goes and disappears into the drum.
Which was lots of fun, and I smashed out through the power of my afro.
The power of my afro. By the power of my afro.
This is what you call a reference puppet, I guess. So
I love the musical notes.
It's going to be...
Can we get some and put them in the background?
Camera, so that the visual effects can do their reference.
For the lighting, I suppose, as well. There's Murray.
This massive song.
Yeah, it was Murray.
The whole episode really rests on this big release of emotion.
We had to be very specific.
There he is. That cheeky smile. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I finally made my debut in the show. I looked at it and I did not immediately see Cilla Black. What I kept thinking is that something in... Wait, no, so there is something in there. In the background there. John Smith. Wasn't that because wasn't there a thing? Wasn't there an artist or something out of John Smith? I know John Smith isn't that a drink as well, John Smith's. I'm sure that says John Smith. I kept looking at the shot in the trailer, at all the shots, trying to find something hidden in the shots to see if there was something. And then now I'm looking at this going, I'm sure this is John Smith. Maybe it says Join Smith something. I'm sure that says JOHN SMITH. Is that David standing just behind the lass in red? Oh, this guy. Yes, I think it is. Yeah, the one we saw in Wild Blue Yonder's behind the scenes. I think it is. Hang on. But yeah, I remember seeing him because it was when they were doing this scene, when they were filming this bit. Kind of looks a little bit like David Tennant there anyway. Imagine it was meant to be like a young David Tennant.
Song was always called There's Always a Twist at the End, so we want it to be possible to twist to.
This shot is so good. This scene here reminds me a lot of doesn't remind me. I know Singing in the Rain is the first thing that comes to mind, but both Singing in the Rain, Umbrellas de Cherbourg, which was the original inspiration for La La Land. Or that was one of the original inspirations behind La La Land. The visual aspect of La La Land, anyway.
Throwing the kitchen sink by the time the theme music comes in at the end of an episode, then...
I can't imagine, by the way, how much this must have cost to ruin this set. But then again, it could be like you saw a minute ago, it's probably just that bit of the set that was made up. Then again, I don't think we see the other side of the corridor, so they could just have built this just because of the water shot later. And then they just use this for the filming.
I just think the more you can bring the walls down on these things, the more open and free the whole show is.
Looks like absolute madness. Hello guys, quick update from myself. I'm currently recording this little bit on the very day that William Russell passed away. I cannot say how absolutely heart-wrenching it was seeing the post. I saw it pop up and I thought, oh, it's a post about him, and my heart absolutely dropped when I saw what it said. So I said, words cannot describe the emotion I felt seeing this news. He's one of my favourite characters who carried himself as such a kind-hearted gentleman. Rest in peace, William Russell, our brilliant Ian Chesterton, who will always be in our hearts. I didn't really know how to best incorporate this into the videos that I've been doing because as of now, obviously I'm not doing the classics for the moment because of New Who, but I wanted to just say this little piece and then I can put it in wherever I feel is best. He is an absolute legend, and I know that everything I've seen him in so far, every episode I've seen him in, he's been such a wonderful guy, and he's been so thoughtful for every member of the crew, in the TARDIS team itself. And whilst that is his character, that is William Russell playing Ian like that. I just want to say it was slightly strange seeing him in Power of the Doctor because at that point I had no idea who Ian Chesterton was because I had not seen classic Who. So I'd seen all of New Who and got to that point and knew about him because I referenced him. Oh, that's Ian, because I recognised his face. But at that point though, I had not seen any of classic Who other than seen pictures of it and potentially a clip or two here and there, but I'd never seen full episodes. And that is the reason I started to want to watch Classic Who. He is the reason I wanted to watch Classic Who, to find out about all these adventures and go back to the very beginning of the classics.
Yes, I think because, of course, they didn't have their tops on when we saw them. So we saw the actors sitting in the Daleks, peddling them around the studio. So that was very comic.
I'm going to feel so sad when I do continue watching it and seeing his face again and knowing that he's just passed away, and it's going to feel very different, but it's also going to be wonderful seeing him back in the role once again. I didn't really know what I wanted to say for this little piece. I just wanted to say my little farewell to him, and he was a legend and still is a legend now, and all of his memories that have been left in the show itself and all of the things he's done since. He also did, I believe, some intros for certain episodes as well.
If I wanted half the world to think I was mad, I could call myself Sir Ian Chesterton.
So wherever I can, if there's any extra pieces of him, I will try to be including them into the videos. I still think it's a real shame that we never got to see Ian Chesterton and Susan back again now on screen together as Ian and Susan. It would have been so wonderful to see them, even if just in passing, be like, oh, it's you. I'm just hoping that if they ever do have Susan back, whilst they can, maybe, just maybe, they might pay some reference to Ian himself. And I have a feeling they may do some kind of tribute to him, or at least do like a rest in peace William Russell at the end of the credits or something, because he's been such a pivotal part of Doctor Who for a while. I did hear somewhere along the lines that Doctor Who wouldn't be where it is today, or even around today, if it wasn't for William Russell. I love that he did get to see that William Russell did get to see the way it is now, and the way it sort of has been, and the way that it used to be throughout the classics as well. Yeah, not only was he a pivotal part of Doctor Who because he was one of the first companions, he was so good in the role. And for me, with William Hartnell being there alongside William Russell, it kind of almost felt kind of like two Doctors, but it felt like William Russell was almost like the dad of the group, and William Hartnell was, no offense to William Hartnell, but he was a bit like the sort of the granddad of the group a little bit. But like the granddad was, he was in charge. And the dad was just there to sort of supervise the day trips. And then you had Barbara was like the mum character, and Susan was like their daughter. It was lovely. I was so gutted. Rest in peace, William Russell, our brilliant Ian Chesterton. And he definitely will be very missed by both myself and all of you guys as Whovians. Thank you guys.
A thing that looks like a police box standing in a junkyard. It can move anywhere in time and space.
Yes. It sounds ridiculous. Fantastic. Well, it was a fantastic adventure. One of many. One of many.
Anyway guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching this. Genuinely has been my favourite episode so far of the newer Modern Who. Of all the ones that have been released, I really loved it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've really loved it too. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite part of this was, if you liked the really bad music, was it the Walking the Dog music that the Beatles did as the terrible stuff. Did you like that they didn't include any Beatles songs in the show itself? If you want to see the full uncut reaction to this, you can see it as the live stream on YouTube, or you can see it as potentially an uncut on Patreon and on YouTube members as well, because that will be better timed, because I'll have the timer there in the corner for you to sort of sync it up with. Otherwise you've got to try and struggle through with the live stream. Now, watching these Doctor Who videos wouldn't be at all possible without using today's video sponsor, which is Surfshark VPN. And genuinely, they have come massively in handy, because watching things like Disney Plus, Netflix, and that wouldn't be the same. Because with Surfshark VPN, I'm able to get access to content, to films, to shows from other countries that I just would not be able to. And whilst Doctor Who is a British show, unfortunately I just don't want to watch it the way that, I'm meant to be watching it here in the UK. I would like to be able to watch it through Disney Plus, but alas, it is not available in the UK on Disney Plus because of region locking shows and films, etc. So I need a VPN to do that, and that's where Surfshark came in massively handy. I'd used them before, I really trust what they do, and so I reached out to them and they happily obliged. All you need to do is, once you've signed up for Surfshark VPN, then go and download the browser extension. And then you just need to switch your location to any of the countries around the world that are on the list. Then, like me, you'll be able to access any of the content, any of the shows, the films that you like to at your heart's content. It will also hide your location and your data as well. Now, here is something that I found out the other day, and it blew my mind that this was even a feature. For any one of you that really wants to block YouTube adverts, you can do with Clean Web 2.0. You just need to go into the settings and turn on Clean Web. Plus, also this gives you the other benefits of data breach alerts and malware alerts as well. And yes, this is all packaged into every single Surfshark subscription. The alerts I just mentioned will also come in handy for public Wi-Fi, because companies and individuals can easily find your information. But don't worry, Surfshark does protect all your information by encrypting it and masking what you do and where you do it from. If there is a data breach and your data does fall into the wrong hands, Surfshark will warn you and protect you. You guys know how much research I do into films and shows when I watch them, and for the trivia sections afterwards and just looking up information and that. It really helps to have that VPN there because it helps me to find information that is just blocked on other websites. Yeah, I just find it very, very helpful. If you'd like to try out Surfshark VPN for yourselves, you can do with the code Movies with Marty to get up to 87% off, making it less than £2 or just over $2, which is a coffee priced offer for a premium VPN. Plus you get 4 months for free, a money back guarantee, and 24/7 support too. Thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video, and also thank you to you guys for checking out Surfshark today. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time on our adventures in time and space in our TARDIS. Bye.
Do not forget to click below to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burra, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tillychum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim McKay, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Sue Pro, Naja in Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, Robert Williams, Steve Webster, Amanda, Lipaz, Jamie Dodds, King, Happy Go Lucky, and Caitlin. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching guys, and see you next time.